Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Getting Started with Congo Composer webinar. Congo Composer is a leading application for creating and delivering sophisticated documents, presentations, and reports using Salesforce data. In this webinar, we'll introduce you to the basic steps you'll need to know to help you get started on creating your first Congo Composer solutions. Before we get started, I want to note the entire webinar is slated to last for about 30 minutes, including 5 minutes for Q&A at the end. Please submit any questions you may have via the GoToMeeting chat. Any questions that we do not get to will be added to our FAQ webinar article located in our knowledge base on our support site. The webinar is being recorded. You can also access the recording in our webinar archive located in the knowledge base on our support site. Let's go ahead and review our agenda for today. Congo Composer allows you to create individual documents from a button or link placed on a standard or custom object page layout. With Congo Composer, you can retrieve data from multiple Salesforce objects using specifically configured Salesforce reports or other search requests. And then you can merge this data into a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, or HTML email template. So in today's webinar, we're going to show you how to create a Congo Composer button and add that button to the page layout. Then we'll show you how to edit a Conga template. We'll show you how to generate an output document with the merged data. And then finally, we'll show you how to upload your Conga templates into the Conga Template Manager in Salesforce. In today's session, we're going to generate a welcome letter. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to Salesforce. And what I would like to do is show you our end goal. So I've got a Congo Composer button added to a contact record here. So I'm going to go ahead and run my solution. Here's the Conga dialog box, and we have a few different templates to choose from. I'm going to choose the Conga letter, and then I'm going to merge and download. So Conga's gathering fields from the master object we're running our solution from, which is our contact record here, and it's generated a Word output document for us. So here is our Word document that we just created. So what I would like to do is show you how we can do this process. So the first thing we need to do is to create a Congo Composer button to launch our solution from. So I'm going to close out the letter here, close out our dialog box. The first step is to create a Congo Composer button to launch from your solution. So what we'll do is we'll go to Salesforce Setup, then we'll go to Customize, and then we'll choose the object from which we want to run our solution from. In our case, we're going to run it from our contact record. Then we'll select Buttons, Links, and Actions. And within this window here, you can see that we have a couple of Congo Composer sample buttons. After you install Congo Composer from the App Exchange, you have access to these sample buttons. We don't recommend using a sample button because you can't customize it. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to create our own button by cloning the sample button. So I'm going to go ahead and select this Congo Composer button here. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy this URL. Go ahead and copy it. Then I'm going to go back to Buttons, Links, and Actions, and select New Button or Link. Then I'm going to go ahead and paste the URL here. Next, let's go ahead and add our label. It's best practice to label the button according to the specific document and solution that you're going to generate. So in our case, today we're going to generate a welcome letter. I'm going to go ahead and call ours Composer Welcome Letter. All right. And for the behavior type or display type, I'm going to go ahead and create a detail page button. You do have the option to do a detail page link, but for visibility purposes, I like to use a detail page button. Now, go ahead and save your button. You will see a reminder that pops up that shows you the custom button won't be displayed to the users until it's added to the page layout. Let's go ahead and add our button to our page layout. So select OK. So now we're going to go ahead and navigate back to our contact record, and we're going to add our button to the page layout. So what you want to do is select Edit Layout. Then you'll select Buttons. And then select Composer Welcome Letter. So we're going to select this and drag it down here into our standard buttons section. And then select Save. Great, good job. We created a Conga Composer button and added it to our page layout. The next step is to edit a Word template that contains merge fields for pulling data from Salesforce. To do this, we'll need to access the template builder. To begin this process, we're going to go ahead and click on our Conga Composer button. This will open the Conga Composer dialog box. From here, navigate over to Tools and Settings. Select the drop-down and select the Template Builder. The Template Builder is designed to help us add merge fields to an existing template. Conga Composer automatically retrieves data from the contact record we're running our solution from and displays it as what we call the master data set. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here. And as you can see, these are field names listed that we can use to create merge fields in our template. So we're going to start with a pre-built template. We have a Conga Starter template library, which is available on our knowledge base, which is located on our support page. You have access to a variety of different templates that you can use to help you with this process. So I have already got a template created for us to work from today. We're going to further customize this template by adding a few merge fields. So in this template, I'm going to go ahead and populate the member status, member email, and member level. So the first field I want to grab is our member status field. So I'm going to go over here to the template builder and search for member status. As you can see, it's grabbed our member status here for our contact record. One way to add a merge field to the template is by selecting here, which is copying this field to your clipboard, and then going over to your template and pasting the field there. All right, next, let's go ahead and search for our member email. So I'm just going to clear this out and type in email, and it's going to grab the contact email for us. The next option you have is to double click this field, and it's going to move it over to the template canvas. The next thing you need to do to add it to your template is to click the field, and then you can actually drag it here into the template. All right, and finally, let's go ahead and add the member level. So I'm going to go back over to the template builder here and type in level. And again, it's found the field for us. And another option finally to add the merge field over to the template canvas is using these arrows here and then clicking here and dragging the field to your template. So there's a few different ways to add those merge fields here. All right, good job. So we've added merge fields to our template. Let's go ahead and save this solution. Now that we've saved our template, let's go ahead and test out our solution. So we're going to go back to the Conga Composer dialog box and click the Template tab. So I'm going to close out my windows here, and I'm going to go ahead and run our button one more time. Here's the Conga dialog box, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the Local Template tab here. Keep in mind that system administrators are the only users who have the ability to run solutions using local templates. So if desired, this permission can be enabled for end users to have access to. So let's go ahead and upload the template that we just edited and saved. So I'm going to select the file. I'm going to grab my Kongo welcome letter template and go ahead and open it here. All right, let's go ahead and test and run this solution. So I'm going to go ahead and select the merge and download button. Conga Composer is now populating the data from Salesforce into our custom template. The template that we edited and added our merge fields to has now been updated. So let's go ahead and open our document here to see the changes we've made. Now if you look at our template here, you can see our member status has been populated with new, our member email has been added, and then the member level has been added. Great job! Now you and your end users can create and generate welcome letters with just a couple of clicks. So now that we've tested our solution and we're happy with our output file, let's go ahead and upload this template to Salesforce. We do this by using the Conga Templates custom object, which was installed along with the Kongo Composer app. So let's go ahead and navigate there now. So I'm going to go ahead and close out my windows here. So there are a couple of different ways that you can access our Conga Template Manager. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get there by using the app menu and selecting our Kongo Composer tab. Under this view, you have access to these helpful tabs up here at the top. And so the main one that I'm looking for now is our Conga templates. So what we can do here is add the template that we just created. So I'm going to go ahead and select New. Let's go ahead and name the template we want to add. So I'm going to call this Conga Welcome Letter. Now that we've added our name, let's go ahead and save. The next thing we want to do is upload our template. So we're going to go ahead and select Attach File. I'm going to choose my file. I'm going to go ahead and attach the file, then select Done. Now that our template is stored in Salesforce, this will ensure that our end users are using the same approved version. Templates stored in the Conga Template Manager will display in the Kongo Composer dialog box under the Template List tab. Alright, so I'm going to just go back to our Sales tab here, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to my contact record. And I'm just going to go ahead and run our solution one final time. So we're going to run our button here. Here's our Konga dialog box. And as you can see, our Konga welcome letter has been added in our template list here. And I'm just going to go ahead and merge our document one last time. Alright, good job. We now have a working Konga Composer solution. We accomplished this in just a few steps by creating a Konga Composer button and adding that button to our page layout. We edited a template, and we generated an output document with the merged data fields that we added to our template. And then we uploaded our template into Salesforce to have a template option to choose from in our Konga Composer dialog box. Before I open it up to our Q&A session, I did want to point out some helpful resources. So I'm going to go ahead and close out these windows, and I'm going to head to our Kongo support page. So here's our support page. You have a variety of different resources available to you here. You can search our knowledge base for articles and videos, and below we have the Kongo suite listed by version and release and by product. Each product has documentation. We have recorded webinars available. To access today's recording, you can select here under Recorded Webinars and select on the Kongo Webinar Archive. And this is going to give you access to all of our previously recorded webinars. So you might want to take a look at that list later today. I'm going to go back to our homepage here. Great. I'm going to go ahead and select on University. Did you know we have a Kongo University? So by clicking on the University tab, you can learn more about our virtual live instructor-led classes. We recommend Kongo U to all of our customers, especially if you're just getting started and need to get up and running quickly with Kongo Composer. So it is a great option. We've got a video on here for you guys to check out and some other helpful links and some dates for upcoming classes. So I definitely encourage you to check this out. We also do have a Conga blog. If you go to our main website and select the tab called Blog, you'll have access to all of our blog postings, which are further deeper dives on certain solutions that our customers are generating and creating. So I definitely encourage you guys to check those out. All right, let's go ahead and open it up for our Q&A portion of the session today. One question we have is, do you have a step-by-step guide on how to create Konga Composer solutions? We do have a couple resources I'd like to share with you guys. I'm going to head back over to our support page. So I would recommend our quick starts and our documentation. The quick starts generally involve a short video along with a template that's being used in the video. And then the documentation is just an actual guide with step-by-step information as far as when you're getting started to build your solution and all the other options you have available to help you customize that. But definitely I would recommend documentation and our quick start guides. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go back to looking at some of our questions, and I'll go back to the support page here. Another question is do you have resources on how to upgrade to release 8? I have not upgraded yet. Great question. I would like to point you guys to the recorded webinars. And by clicking on that link, you'll have access to the webinar archive. And in here, you'll have access to other previously recorded webinars. And then actually, we did do a webinar on actually there's 2 webinars for Release 8, and one webinar we talk about the new features in Release 8, and then we also talk about how to upgrade to Kongo Composer Release 8, and those are located down here at the bottom under Advanced Topics. So I definitely would encourage you to check out both of those webinars because there is helpful information on how to upgrade. It definitely will be helpful for you and give you all the information you need to know to go ahead and upgrade to Release 8. Great question. Okay, another question we have is what webinar should I attend next if I'm just getting started? That's another great question. I'm still on the webinar archive here. So I would recommend if I was just getting started, I would definitely check out, the quick starts, the documentation, and then the webinars I would attend would be today's session, Getting Started with Kongo Composer Release 8. And then along with Exploring the Konga Template Builder, this is going to give you more information about how to use that template builder and how to edit some templates. So that's a good option. Then the next one after that, I would definitely recommend useful parameters, because the parameters are going to teach you how to automate and customize your solution just a little bit further after you've got a working Kongo Composer solution. After the parameters webinar, then I would definitely check out creating Kongo Word templates in Release 8 as well. So great questions, you guys. All right, I'm going to just navigate back to our homepage for the support page here. And another question is can I use other document types for templates besides Word? Yes, that's a really great question. Kongo Composer supports Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Adobe PDF and HTML templates. So you do have a variety of different options available for you when you are creating your templates. All right, I think that's all the time we have for questions. I did want to point out one more helpful resource that we do have available. We do have a YouTube channel. So I do encourage you to check out our YouTube channel. We do have some other videos on there. We have some videos that are on our integration with Certify, Spring CM. So I definitely encourage you to check out the YouTube channel to help you learn a little bit more. We also have training webinars listed on here as well, so you can access those either on our support page in the webinar archive or here on our YouTube channel. All right, I think those are all the resources I wanted to cover for you guys. Again, our support page is a really helpful tool to kind of help you guys navigate through all the different things you're trying to do with using Konga Composer. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my slides here. And I just, again, wanted to thank you for your time today. Be sure to let us know what you think. And if you'd like to register for more webinars, be sure to do so. And we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.